The Miami Hurricanes have a secret weapon they can use this season, and opponents are not ready for it. What's going on, Canes fans? As always, before we dive too deep into the video, I'd like to ask a quick favor. Double check that subscribe button, and if you haven't already clicked it, consider joining the family. Now, there are a few names in particular that have been mentioned quite often throughout spring football so far, and I'm guessing that a lot of fans probably have an idea of who this video is about. But I'm here to tell you that if you're thinking it's JoJo or Zaquan Patterson or maybe Nikar,
you're wrong.
You'd be wrong. This video is actually about freshman tight end Elijah Lofton. Now, believe me, I fully understand that a lot of other people are talking about this guy, and understandably so. And I want to come up on this platform and also back it up and say that I have the same feelings about this guy. So I'm not pretending that I've discovered some sort of hidden talent within this roster and nobody else on social media is talking about Lofton, because that's a lie. A lot of people are talking about Elijah Lofton. The coaching staff, other content creators, people within Canes media, a ton of people are talking about Elijah Lofton. But I want to talk about why I believe he's such a secret weapon for the Canes this season, and just talk about him a little more and maybe spotlight him a bit in this video. So the 6'3", 230-ish pound freshman is actually the shortest tight end in the room, but that hasn't stopped him from being one of the biggest playmakers on the field. And look, I'm also not one to overhype a player, especially when they're an incoming freshman. They haven't even played a snap in a real game yet. Like, I get it. But man, oh man, let me tell you something. There is a reason why so many refer to Lofton as the Swiss Army knife of this offense. And a lot of the current players on the roster refer to him as Little Deebo Samuel. And trust me, that's a big-time compliment, whether you're a fan of Deebo Samuel or not. Even though he's a bit shorter than the other tight ends on the roster, he's got a very thick and powerful lower half, and he's very difficult to bring down. At spring practice so far, he's been getting reps at tight end, of course, because that's his official position, but he's also been seeing some snaps at running back. He honestly appears to be the type of guy that you can just line up all over the place. I'm talking tight end, running back, or even wide receiver with the hands that he's got. And with his work ethic, he might see the field for some special teams as well. All you got to do is a little bit of searching on social media. Just type in Canes football or Elijah Lofton or Elijah Lofton Canes football insane catch, because you're going to see this guy popping up all over your timeline with some one-handed catches and stiff-arming dudes all over the field. When Mario Cristobal was asked about him just the other day after practice, he said that so far Lofton has exceeded all expectations and has impressed all spring with his skills and versatility on the field. The reason why I'm personally so excited about Lofton, because again, I'm just a fan. I'm not a coach. I'm not out there calling plays. But I think that he could be a red zone monster. Now, again, keyword being could be, because he hasn't taken any significant real snaps in the game, I know. But please, I am begging this coaching staff to give this guy some opportunities in the red zone, because that's an area where Miami has struggled at times, and I believe that he could possibly be the X factor that the Canes offense has needed to finish drives. Now, not just him. I mean, pair in, hopefully Cam Ward being that dude. Hopefully the wide receivers step up a bit. Hopefully the running back room is healthy. And I mean, just take a look at his high school days back at Bishop Gorman. He played some of his best games against their toughest competition. And it seems like it's been so long since Miami has truly had a multi-position athlete on the field. And I realize that the staff has experimented with that at times, and they've seen little spurts of success, but they either then shied away from it or teams figured it out and then it wasn't quite as effective. I mean, Lofton is the kind of guy that, as I already said, you can line up all over the place, bring him in motion. You could maybe do some wildcat stuff with him. I don't know, but I know in the red zone especially, they're not going to have any idea where this guy is going to be at any given time and where he might move to. I just really believe that Lofton could be so effective in the red zone. I think that he has the potential to be a game changer, and I can't say enough good things about this dude. It's super early. We're a couple weeks into spring. I just hope it's not a situation to where Mario doesn't put him on the field because he is a lot younger and they don't give him a shot, because I think it's a missed opportunity when you have a good solid offensive line. We'll see if it's as good as it was last year, but then you have a guy like Cam Ward who is hopefully as advertised. We've got some decent running backs, might even bring in another veteran guy through the transfer portal. And then when you put a guy like Lofton on the field, I really think that it just changes things, again, especially in the red zone. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you feel like people are hyping up Elijah Lofton too much? I mean, to be fair, as we said, it's very early. It's literally just spring, but it's still, in my opinion, really awesome to see the coaching staff speak so highly of this guy. And I mean, anytime you bring up his name, their eyes light up. When they ask the other players about Lofton, their eyes light up. They're all smiles and they have nothing but good things to say about this dude. I know that there's a lot of coach speak. I know that they don't down the players, because that's not how it works. A lot of people say, well, they hype up every player. Well, of course they do. They recruited them. They're on their roster. They're not going to just straight dog and trash them. At the most, they might say, he needs to work on this and this, but he has a ton of potential, and I believe that he'll get there. But just the way, read the body language in the interviews when people are talking about Lofton, both the players and the coaching staff. They feel like they have something special with this guy. So I hope that he sees the field some this season and throw him out there when the Canes are in the red zone. And let's see what he can do. Let's let him go to work and see if he can help Miami finish some drives this season. So as I said, let's see some participation down in the comment section below. I know I'm just oohing and awing over Elijah Lofton, but man, I seen some of the one-handed catches over Zaquan Patterson, and of course everybody's hyping Patterson up at safety. I seen him stiff-arm some guys and just manhandle them down to the ground. I know what his work ethic is like. It's through the roof. And I'm really happy to have this guy on the roster. Really, really happy about it. And I do believe that he could be a secret weapon for the Canes in 2024. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family, but at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.